Hi everybody, it's Mary Claire Haver. For those of you who don't know me, I am Dr. Mary Claire Haver. I am a board certified OB-GYN practicing in the Houston, Galveston area. I'm also the creator and founder of the Galveston Diet. And I am here to show you some of the meal prep that my husband and I, come on camera now. He's gonna be my sous chef and assistant. Yeah, come, see how cute he is? Hi.
Hello.
And while we get some meal prep together. So I basically wanted to do something really easy to show you guys some basic steps. Today we are going to be baking chicken and using the chicken in a couple of different ideas for recipes, and we're going to show you some actual meal prep. We're also going to be making the famous yogurt parfait that I absolutely love and so many of you are such big fans of. And we're going to be doing a couple of snacks as well. So if you look, I've kind of gathered up some of our ingredients here. I've got cauliflower, broccoli, lettuce, avocado, cucumbers. I've got some cheese. I've got blueberries, strawberries. I've got garbanzo beans, walnuts, pumpkin seeds, of course the yogurt. I've got black olives, feta cheese. Now again, I'll have PDF files for you and I'll explain how to get those downloaded for you with all of the shopping list and for one full day of meal prep with 2 meals, 2 snacks, and all of the macros and nutritional information included. It will come looking like this. If you guys are in the Galveston Diet, you know what my little macro counter looks like. So this is for the weight loss part of the program. The macros here come right in at 70-20-10, which is what we're shooting for weight loss. But also, I think it's super important that I've included the nutritional information so that you see how much or how little unsaturated fat we have in this blend, how high the omega-6s are, and how much of the micronutrients you're getting as well with this. So I cheated a little bit. Let me get the chicken. Some of you don't like to look at raw chicken, so I kept it off camera. But I've got chicken thighs. These are bigger chicken thighs. I bought a pack that was about 3 pounds. And we are from the South. We like our food spicy. And so they're pre-seasoned by the local grocery store here. So that saves some time there. Another hack, you can buy those roasted rotisserie chickens, and they work great for most of these recipes if you're pressed for time. It's a super fast, easy way to meal prep, but we're cooking ours fresh. Now, I'm also cheating as well. You can absolutely do a sheet pan with the chicken breast or barbecue them, whatever is your float your boat. But we are totally cheating with our Ninja air fryer, which we actually just got a few days ago. We fell in love with it.
Love it.
So here's the Ninja. Basically, it's a tiny convection oven that uses very little oil to no oil, and it gets everything really crispy. It cooks evenly, and it circulates the hot air, so you get a nice crispy outside and a beautiful juicy inside. It seals those juices in. So those have about 15 more minutes to go. I wanted to get those started for the sake of time and get us started. So when you're prepping, we are prepping for the bowls, the parfait bowls, as well as what I like to call a Greek bowl. So it's a lettuce-based Greek salad using the chicken that we made. We also have the veggies prepped and ready to go to do sheet pan roasted veggies, or if you have an air fryer, you can do them in there for the next night, but all the veggies will be prepped and ready to go. So, all right, my sous chef is gonna grab his handy knife and we're gonna get started on chopping our veggies. Also avocado, you guys know this is so important because it's packed with nutrition, healthy fats, and fiber. If you don't love avocado, I feel sorry for you, but that's okay. There are other options for healthy fats, including nuts and seeds. I'm gonna move my cucumbers out of the way. So babe, I want you to chop up one of these for salad and one of these sliced for snacks, okay? And then for my broccoli and cauliflower, because I'm gonna be using these both for snacking, maybe with a dip, and for roasting, I'm gonna chop them into small florets. I do have to wear my glasses for this. And if I trip, it's my dog. Down here, come here, come here. Hi, buddy. He's too little to be on camera. Okay.
What's happening?
Let me move the lettuce off for now. And I'm gonna show you guys another one of my hacks. Okay, so when I cut the broccoli florets, you guys can see this, I'm just going to cut out the bottom part of the woody stem, give it a toss. He, off camera, is chopping up the cucumbers. So The important thing about meal prep is that it takes all of the guesswork out. So many of us mean so well to eat healthy. Is that our, get over it? Okay. My husband's smarter than me. He just got me a bowl to throw the trash in. And when you know what you're going to eat ahead of time, when you prepare, when you plan, when you work together, this goes a lot faster. So I'm going to cut the florets about this size. This is good for snacking and makes really easy roasting, okay? Now, if you're out there, give me some hearts and some love and let me know that you're watching. Remember, I will have the shopping list for everything and the directions as well as the macros, and I will explain to you guys how to get that PDF file.
And if you've never had roasted broccoli,
You have to get your face on camera.
If you've never had roasted broccoli or cauliflower, it is awesome.
It's delicious, it really is. I didn't like broccoli growing up. It was usually smothered in fake cheese. I thought it was disgusting, I wouldn't touch it. And then as I got older and realized how healthy it is and packed with nutrition, I actually loved it raw. I'll like soak it in olive oil and lemon juice for a couple of hours. Like I'll pack it in the morning like a salad, and I'll add olive oil, lemon juice, and just let it marinate all day. And then for my lunch, I take it out, and it's absolutely delicious. So I'm going to show you guys my hack here in just a second when we get these veggies chopped up. So, in order to try to get my children to eat vegetables more often, I have to make it convenient. Okay, they can't have to cut or chop anything when they get home. I know a lot of you are the same way. So we have invested in these what brand are they? Plastic, Rubbermaid, okay? Now I don't love plastic for a lot of stuff, but for something big like this, you see how it's divided into the compartments? So this I actually did a couple of days ago. This is where I'll pull this out when the kids get home from school, and it's a super easy way for me to have veggies out on the table with a healthy side dip or some nuts or cheese or something for them to enjoy. So I've got carrots, celery, some cucumbers here, and then some red peppers. Remember, you always want to eat in the rainbow with your vegetables. So I feel like here I give you my kids lots of options to make sure they hit all their micronutrients, tons of fiber, and it's super filling and delicious. And easy for them. I just pull it out, throw it on the counter, and I walk away, and you would be shocked how much they eat it. If I leave it in the fridge, they won't go get it. So, some of the broccoli will go in here to have for snacking as well. And we'll put the other broccoli in a Ziploc bag or a container to be ready for roasting tomorrow. Now you can pre-roast your veggies on the day that you do all your meal prep, but it's so fast for me to do it, especially with the air fryer. I like to do it because they come out hot and crispy rather than kind of old and wilty and not as delicious, and kids don't like them as much. Okay, so Chris has that done. We're gonna chop up the cauliflower, same thing. You can use it for snacking, but mostly we roast these. My kids don't like them as much raw. Again, they chop up similar to the broccoli. These roast so beautifully with olive oil and a little bit of sea salt and some black pepper. You can put a little garlic salt on there as well. And just get them till they're nice and crispy, and they're absolutely delicious. You can do them in a sheet pan at 350 for about 20-30 minutes. He's got the broccoli.
And you can season them in the bag that you put them in.
Oh yeah, here, throw the cauliflower in there too. We'll move those off camera. Yeah, let's do this. Okay, so pretty simple. Our vegetables are chopped. Our chicken is cooking. It was pre-seasoned, so yeah, I cheated. I brought the chicken pre-cut, super easy. Again, love the rotisserie chickens if you're really in a bind. If you're like running to the grocery store and want to get something healthy for your family real fast, grab literally a bag of salad, throw out the dressing, make your own dressing at home with olive oil, lemon juice, vinegar, and a rotisserie chicken, and let me tell you, you'll be good to go. Your family will love it. Okay, I think we've got everything chopped and ready. So, when we're going to prep, let's do our breakfast bowls. I call it breakfast because we're breaking our fast. But for the parfait, if you haven't seen it before, all right, he's going to rinse that off. So I've got, here's my favorite brand of yogurt. This is what they carry in Texas. Your grocery store might have something different. But what you're looking for is plain, high-fat yogurt. Okay, it's got a tart taste to it. I use the Faye blend, FAGE. It's 5% milk fat. It's the highest that I can buy. There's nothing else added to it. There's no sugar, there's no fillers, there's nothing. And we just absolutely love it. So we get that ready. I have all my measuring cups when I'm prepping ready to go because I need to know what the measurements are so we know what we're eating. So when we do the parfait, and you have your options here, you know that bowl, the prep bowl?
Right behind.
Okay. So I like these glass Pyrex bowls with the tops for prepping. So I can get everything ready to go, put the top on, and in the morning throw it in my lunch bag, and I'm ready to go to work when I break my fast. I'm a morning faster. I break my fast at about noon. I pack all my food for the day when I would go out to the office. Okay, so I've got this. So it's going to be a half cup. Got my half cup measurement. I just scoop it up, super easy.
Special.
So good. You got me a spatula. Okay. All right. So half cup is pretty much if you see how much is in here.
Yeah, actually, it's amazing.
Yeah, it's amazing. Then the trick is to get the macros right for the Galveston diet weight loss portion. You need a 1/4 cup of fruit and a 1/4 cup of nuts. So I've just chosen walnuts. So here's my 1/4 cupper bouncing around. The walnuts won't get soggy. Nothing bad will happen to them. Just gonna toss them on top. Then I've got fresh giant blueberries here. Again, 1/4 cup. Actually, 1/4 cup's over here. Okay. These are packed with lycopene, antioxidants, and fiber. People get, people get so freaked out about being keto and is this okay? You guys have got to have some carbohydrates, and the carbs that you have are going to be high fiber and a low glycemic index. These blueberries are perfect. They'll give you that kick of natural sweetness, but the fiber will slow down the absorption in the gut. It's so fantastic. Okay? Now, a couple of options you may want to consider if you're trying to increase your fats a little bit. You can throw on like a 1/4 cup or an 1/8 cup of coconut flakes, raw coconut flakes, dried, no sugar added. You have to look on the bag or the box wherever you buy it. It's a great addition. The other thing that we like to add is, you can buy these. These are chia seeds. Super high in fiber, also super high in omega-3 fatty acids, so super good for you. You can take a tablespoon, just account for your macros on your carb manager app or whichever app you're using. And this guy's ready to go. So you can prep several of these at one time, throw them in the fridge, and you're done, okay? All right, so now, let me get the square one. We are going to chop the lettuce. I like romaine, of course. I have some kind of a weird sensitivity to what they wash some of the bag lettuces in. I can't stand it. So the romaines are not, because the leaves all sit on top of each other. They go bad faster because they're not washed with, I think it's bleach. For whatever reason, I can taste it. So I've got my romaine. I also like romaine because you just slice, and you're done. Okay. So you can prep several bowls of these at one time. So we're going to do a Greek version. Again, this will be all in the shopping plan and the recipe plan. Okay. So it's going to be about 2 cups of lettuce. I don't get out the measuring cup, but I just fill the bowl like that. And in this recipe, I am using 3 to 4 ounces of shredded chicken. Again, our chicken is cooking. It's got about 4 minutes left. We'll pull that out, let it cool, and shred. I'm going to add 1/4 cup of crumbled feta cheese. So I've got my feta here. You want to make yours? You hungry? We're actually going to eat after this.
I'll eat. We'll put it together later.
Okay. So again, you can make several of these at once. When I do the shopping list for you, it is for a family of 4. So I have enough for you to buy to make sure you can feed 4 people. So I've got a 1/4 cup of feta cheese here. Again, if you want to substitute your other healthy fats, you don't love feta or you want to try something different, that's fine. But for a Greek bowl, I'm going to go ahead and hit it with this beautiful feta. You guys can see that. Okay. We're also going to do some black olives. We actually bought Kalamata today. It really doesn't make a difference. I'm just going to use my hands are clean. And the recipe I created calls for about 6. I can't see any of the questions. Again, you can imagine when we're prepping for real and we've got multiple bowls laid out, how easy this is, okay? This could be a lunch, this could be your second meal if you have a long day at work. You could bring the parfait bowl or the Greek bowl. All right, I'm also adding half of a sliced avocado. Now, my trick with avocado is I don't add it until I eat it. So when I go to work, I'll just throw the avocado in my bag, cut it in half, and then quickly slice it there so that it doesn't turn brown. And then I wrap the other half, leave the seed in, wrap the other half up, put it back in my lunch bag and take it home to have for another day. So I'm not gonna add it now, just to show you guys, but I would remember to throw this in my bag. I actually packed my lunch bag the night before, get everything ready, make sure it's there so that I don't miss anything. We're gonna add half a cup of the chopped cucumber. Where'd they go there?
We'll do it in a bag on the other side.
Okay. That's all right, I got it. So we have our pre-cut. So he cut them into rounds, which are awesome for snacking. So I'm gonna go ahead and just take these rounds and cut them into fourths, just so they fit in the salad a little bit better. Done. Here's my half cup. I can get a few more in there. Again, cucumbers, such a beautiful source of fiber and micronutrients, super filling, and they have delicious flavor. Okay, done. Throw that on top. We're gonna add 1/4 cup of the garbanzo beans. So I just buy the ones in the can. I like Progresso brand. There's also, what did we get today? The Mexican brand.
Or Goya.
Goya, G-O-Y-A. I'm just gonna fill this up. A lot of you are like, what? Carbs? Oh my God. Let me tell you, you have to have carbs. These are, again, full of fiber and macro and micronutrients that you so desperately need. This is the good carbs. This is what you want to be eating. Okay? This is getting so beautiful. All right, and then finally, I'm gonna add 1/4 cup of pumpkin seeds. Okay? Got my pumpkin seeds here. Filled up my 1/4 cup. Sprinkle this guy on top. Okay, I'm not gonna add my dressing now. I'm gonna go ahead and make some, and I'll show you how to do it. Can you grab me the olive oil and the lemon squeezer? If you don't own a lemon or lemon squeezer, I highly recommend it. I just find the fresh lemons so much more delicious than the lemon juice you could buy. If lemons aren't available where you are, go ahead and buy the real lemon juice. But for this, it's so easy. I probably use this guy every day. So if you're making your salad fresh, just squeeze it on top, add the olive oil and toss. But since we're gonna take this to work, I'm gonna prep it the night before. I have a little container. And so for one salad, I use about half a lemon. Again, it's gonna be to taste. If you're not a lemon fan, or your dentist is telling you not to use lemons because you've got enamel issues, you can do vinegar. I'm a huge fan of rice vinegar. It's a nice light taste. I don't love balsamic, it's a little heavy for me. So I've got lemon juice. I'm gonna put in 2 tablespoons of olive oil for this. Again, it's all in the recipe. The macros are calculated for you, and I'm grabbing a spoon. Sorry, forgot to get that ahead of time. 1, 2. And then I go ahead and I just add my salt and pepper right to the dressing. Again, you can make a bigger batch of this ahead of time and then divide it up in the morning, or just make individual little, here we go. I've got pepper and then the salt's up there, I'll grab it later. Make sure you have a leak-proof container because things with oil love to leak, okay? Now, our chicken, we're gonna take the camera over here to show you guys this. All right, so here is the air fryer. Let me tilt this down. Isn't that awesome? Look how beautifully it roasted that incredible chicken, okay?
Awesome.
Greta, yes, the Galveston diet was created for women like me who are menopausal, but shocking, it works for men. Hello. My husband also very reluctantly
very good
took his time coming along to the plan. But now that he's here, he's in 100%. People are sharing it with daughters, nieces, nephews. It's not for pediatrics for sure. But I am working hard to get a pediatrician to come up with a plan that'll work for kids that we can start sharing soon. So now, we have enough chicken to do our bowl. The toss on top of this. He'll debone it. We'll throw it on here, cover it. We've got our dressing. I've got my avocado. We're ready to go. That's 2 meals. For snacks, for that sample day, I've got 1 cup of the mixed veggies. Remember my cheat? Okay. Grab a few. I take a Ziploc, basically, and I just fill it to the top with a mixture of these, trying to make sure I get all my colors of the rainbow. And then I'll use some of the lemon juice olive oil for a little dip on the side. I'll sometimes soak them with the lemon juice and olive oil, or lemon juice and a little bit of vinegar. I will sometimes make a creamy dressing with, you can do Greek yogurt with some awesome seasoning, garlic, oregano, some kind of Italian seasoning. Mix that up and just use that as a dip. It's delicious. We have a creamy recipe on Mary Claire Wellness on our website that uses monk fruit. It's a little bit sweeter if you want to go that route for your dip, or you can just eat them plain with a little bit of sea salt and it'll be delicious. The other snack that I've included is a cheese stick. So instead of a cheese stick, I saw this at the grocery store today. It was 4 different types of cheese. I thought that would be fun. We've got Munster, Swiss, cheddar jack, and it looks like Monterey Jack here. So I can, do a few little cubes of each, throw in some almonds, and that's a delicious snack. So for our sample meal prep sample day, for 1 day, we've got our yogurt parfait for 1 meal. We've got our Greek chicken bowl for the other. We have our veggies and dip, and our almonds and cheese snack. Again, the net carbs come in right at 9%, 71% fat, and 20% protein. There's also a shopping list for you guys. Now, we have enough chicken here for more than this meal. Super easy to do, like I said. Save that chicken, bring it out again tomorrow night for dinner, and then take some of those veggies right out of your little cheat container and put just a scooch bit of olive oil, throw some beautiful seasoning on there, throw them in a sheet pan. So take a pan, and if you've never used a silicone pad or show the parchment paper, I'm not a big fan of putting the veggies right on metal. So we have silicone pads or parchment paper, super cheap. It's used for baking. Nothing will really stick to it. It's a great thing, and then you can just line your veggies on the sheet pan and then roast them in the oven.
It makes cleanup really easy.
Yeah, he's a big one to make cleanup easy. So I'm terrible about cleaning up as I go. Kind of made a big mess here, but that's it. The whole thing took 20 minutes to get, potentially 4 meals ready and several snacks. So for the snacks, for the almonds, you can preload them into the small Ziploc bags. Hang on, I'm reaching. So we are like a big Ziploc family. But you can buy those little snack bags like this. It's perfect for packing up nuts, cheese cubes. For fruit, though, I will always use a little glass container, or I'm still trying to phase out of plastic because it doesn't get smushed that way if I'm bringing berries to work or something like that. So hopefully you guys, I know I've been talking so much. We've had like 200 or 300 people watching. It's been insane. So I'm going to come closer to the camera and try to answer some questions. I'll scroll through and get some questions answered. And this was so much fun. Thank you guys for joining us. Yeah, so we're going to actually eat this food. The chicken smells incredible, you guys. The air fryer I bought $99, and it's our new favorite thing because the cleanup's awesome and the chicken looks amazing. And it cooked that in 20 minutes, and we're done. So I'm going to come over here. All right. Hello. Hang on. Let me drop this guy down and get out of the sun and answer some